Ji, Sadatmananda Ji, Shankarananda Ji. So many have blessed us that we could meet here today. My deepest respects to all of them. And thanks to all of you for registering. So today I had thought I will give an introduction to the rationale behind puja, bhajanam, Parayanam, all these things, how it comes. So a bit of introduction to the Indian culture itself. So today we had about 33, 34 registrations. So I feel like maybe the message did not go out soon enough. And so perhaps that is one of the reasons why not everybody may have joined today. So we have about 10 of us here. So I'm having, what we might do is, we'll start the class with some introductions and some logistics, and then say a few words, and then maybe we'll have the some of the important points I wanted to say. Maybe I can leave it for the next class when there might be more people here, because I think we delayed in sending out the announcement. So I got some feedback that the announcement was sent only yesterday night India time, and so there is a chance that many people may not have seen the message. So in doing this, see, in the past I have taught shlokas to children. You know, in our classes in Houston, we used to conduct weekly classes, and we used to teach a lot of shlokas, and small ones, big ones, and all that. But it was never presented like a course. No child comes and asks us, "Uncle, what is the syllabus for your shloka? Can you tell us the syllabus?" No, like that. No child asks that question, right? They just come, they have fun, they just learn, they memorize, and then even before the teacher memorizes, the students have memorized. So it's so nice. So now I had to think through a little bit and present it in a course format. And I'll give you more details about that shortly. So just some introduction to myself. For some of you who are, about half of you are new to me. So I grew up in Hyderabad. I was born in Tamil Nadu, grew up in Hyderabad, and did my college in Chennai. I'm a chemical engineer by profession. Then went to the US to do my master's and PhD. And then worked in the chemical industry for about 20 plus years, 22 years. And I returned to India about 3 years ago. I've been studying Vedanta and Sanskrit for about 20 years now, under Swami Dayananda Ji. Some of you may know him. So here I've been teaching for the last year and a half, teaching Vedanta. Some of my students here, they've been attending my Vedanta classes and Sanskrit classes. And so based on some requests that I received from friends over the last year, actually, it's been in my mind. So we thought we'll start this class. So what we'll do is, maybe we can go around. Some of you I know already, and maybe we can go around here, and if you can tell us your name and your background, what's your what do you do? And then in terms of shlokas and things like that, what's your familiarity? If you say a few words like that, I think it'll be useful for me also. So what I'm going to do is, maybe what I'm going to do is call out. And so Prasad Gurujala from Houston, if you can unmute yourself and
Namaste to all. My name is Gurujala. I live in Houston, USA. So I'm actually back home. I'm from Andhra Pradesh. So as far as growing during my childhood, I never had any exposure to any type of slokas except what we study in school. But at home, like puja, exposing to various slokas, I never had. So unfortunately, in US, I started exposing to spirituality and looking into the Upanishads and other things. Got a lot of interest into all these things, but I still have to learn a lot of slokas. On my own, I learned, but yes, I need to learn most of them. That's why I'm interested in this class. So I'm an IT professional working in Houston, US.
thanks, Prasad. Yeah, Prasad, I know Prasad for many years, almost since 2000, 2001, I think. Good to have you, Prasad. Shruti, right? Sandhya's iPad, it says. Can you unmute yourself? No, we can't hear you. Can you unmute yourself? Okay, 1 second. All right.
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes. Hari Om. I am Shruti here and I'm calling from Gurgaon. And I'm a PhD student. I just recently got convocated from IIT. And am I audible?
Yes, you're very audible.
Okay. So I, in my family, we don't do all these pujas and a proper way of singing these stotrams, but I like to do them because I study Vedanta. And in the free time, when I am not in the, these hymns help me be anchored with the same thought, like, the Shanti mantras. So when I read this post, I was very excited because I want to learn them and sing them in a way as intended in our Vedas and not like anybody does. So I'm looking forward to these classes and I'm grateful and I hope I learn them.
Yeah, thanks, Shruti. So you said you were, you missed the part where you were saying you were a professional. I didn't miss that part.
So I'm working as a visiting professor because I recently got convocated from IIT Delhi. I'm a doctor now. I'm in the field of marketing. I take marketing courses for MBA students. And I shall be joining full-time June onwards when the session starts. So that's about my professional background.
Yeah. Okay. So doctor means you're a PhD. Is that what you meant?
That's right.
A PhD in marketing?
Right.
Nice. Used to have a very good friend in doing PhD in marketing those days when I was doing my PhD.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining.
Thank you.
Ashutosh.
Hi. Hello all. So my name is Ashutosh Gupta and I'm based in Austin, Texas. And I'm working in the tech industry, but I am in marketing and sales. I did my MBA from the US about 5 or 6 years ago, and I've been based in Austin since then. In India, I come from Dehradun, and with regards to the shlokas that I know, Shanti mantras, and I've been Jaykumarji's student for like I think last 8 or 9 months now. So that's all my that's all I know about Vedanta, etc., and our culture, and Veda Parayanam class as well. So I think Shanti mantras we've done Medha Suktam, etc. So those are some of the things that I enjoy. I also enjoy reading about Indian culture and Rajiv Malhotra's books, etc. So and how we were and how our culture is so diverse. And I love to read about Sanatan Dharma. So
yeah, thanks, Ashutosh. So I think you started out well, and you don't have a history of doing bhajan, chanting, etc. at home or any other things like that, right?
yeah, I mean, not a very good process, but the regular pujas that you do on maybe Dashera, Diwali in the north, those definitely we would do with our family. Maybe fasting, etc. Those kind of things. With regard to my personal sadhana, I do. I think I do Gayatri mantra and Mahalakshmi mantra twice daily.
Very nice. Very nice. Okay. Bhuvanesh.
Sarvebhyo namaskaraha. My name is Bhuvanesh, and I am from Bangalore, India. I'm basically a software professional. We develop apps and web applications and multiple technologies. I run a small software firm with around 9 to 10 software guys along with me. This is about my profession. Regarding my exposures to shlokas and all from childhood, I have been into doing pujas at home and all those things, and so we'll be reciting some small shlokas along with the pujas and all. So from there, I have been introduced to the shlokas and hymns and all those things. Not a bigger one, but the smaller ones and all. So I've been a student of Jaykumarji from past more than 1 year. I've been into the Sanskrit classes taught by Jaykumarji. So that's how I'm associated with the Jaykumarji. So through there, I'm today in this particular class. That's all.
Yeah, thank you. Ramesh ji. Can't hear you yet. We cannot hear you. No, can't hear you. So while you set that up, Anjani Gharpure ji.
Namaste. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes. My name is Anjani Gharpure. I live in New Jersey, in USA. Originally from Ahmedabad. I'm Maharashtrian from Ahmedabad. We have in USA for many years. Have been attending Vedanta classes at Arshabodha Center, which is very close by. Swami Tadatmananda is the teacher. And then we have been going to Arshavidya Gurukulam for many years now. We just recently attended Swami Parvarthanandaji's camp in Rishikesh, just coming from there. With regards to, so the exposure to Vedanta has been there for many years. Also, we have learned suktams, all suktams, and also other chants, but somehow I thought I need more discipline to make sure that my pronunciations are correct, and if I'm doing this right, and also quite interested in doing this systematically. Also, professionally, I have learned finance, law, and done my MBA a long time ago. But currently, I teach yoga in New Jersey. So, teaching yoga, and that's I'm trying to promote correct pronunciations of yoga-related words in USA, which is a struggle. Trying to make sure that some of the Shanti mantras that get chanted, I'm trying to promote the correct pronunciation of those. But to do that, I need to make sure that my pronunciations are correct. So I'm here, and thank you very much. So look forward to joining you.
Yeah, thanks for joining. And of course, Vishwavidya and Silas both, you go there, they have a, the puja start at 5:15, 5:30 in the morning.
Yes.
And of course, evening, etc. So if you go there, obviously you've learned a lot of the sutras, bरधरम इत्यादि. It's very nice. And yeah. So yeah, so a system like this, an online system like this, we have to stay muted if we are moving around or things like that. So we need to watch out for that. So Swami Tadatmanandaji used to be at Ashavidya Gurukulam, if you remember those days. And I think he moved out probably in 1999, 98, 99, like that.
Yes.
Maybe even 2000, I forget when. So a lot of good memories. Learned a lot from Swami Tadatmanandaji.
Yes.
And so he even came to Houston, where I lived. I lived in Houston for many years. So he came to conduct a teachers training program. So Purna Vidya teachers camp. So yeah, very nice to have you, and I think you will also benefit from this course.
Thank you.
Swapna.
Hari Om, Namaste everyone. My name is Swapna Ramani, and I live in US, Sugarland, Texas. Currently in India, in Coimbatore. My exposure to Vedanta has been for many years now. Not a very serious student, but attempting to be one. Regarding shloka and chanting, as a small child, I have been a Balvihar student, so I've been exposed to lots of shlokas and chants. But over the years, not really kept in touch, and now my interest has again perked up. So I want to learn the proper way of chanting, the diction, and if possible, meanings. I am hoping Jaykumar ji will also touch upon that. So that was my interest to joining this class. Dhanyawad.
Thanks, Swapna. Naji's parents live just a stone's throw from where I live. I also live in Coimbatore now. And so very long association, probably 2006 or onwards. Okay. Yeah, Sunita Ramaya.
Namaste. I'm from Mysore. I've been learning Veda Parayana and Veda Mantras and Vishnu Sahasranama for almost a couple of months for now. And also shlokas and stotrams I was doing on my own, but I wanted to learn from Jaykumar properly on how to do this and what are the stotrams to recite on a different occasion, different festivals and different pujas, and also to learn about the puja rituals, so that way I can make it a part of my a discipline in daily life. That's the reason I'm here. Thank you for the opportunity, Jaykumar.
Thanks, Sunita. Thanks for joining. Sunita also knows Sunita from her times in the US. She used to live in Houston also. We've got my cousin's grandson has joined. Vallabh. That's Vallabh Srimati Irkala. Kekrada? சரி. So, Srimati, yeah, Vallabh, Amma இல்லையா? So, Vallabh, you have not gone to school today.
Yeah, they started vacations, summer vacations.
Summer vacation. Okay, okay. So, Vallabh, which class are you in? Which class are you studying?
Okay. Class. In the class. Yeah, I'm in 8th standard. Right now going to 9th.
Okay.
Going to 9th.
Very good, very good. Yeah, you already know a lot of stotras. So, this might be very basic for you. But we are going to start with Shuklaambaradharam. So, which I think you know for sure, right? Yeah. So, thanks for joining, Vallabh. All right. So, let's see. Beena ji. And Vallabh is calling in from Bengaluru. Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you now. Hari Om.
I'm Beena here. I'm right now in Bangalore. I'm working here. I'm basically from Kerala. So my introduction to this chanting started somewhere in 2012, when I was introduced to Devi Mahatmyam, and the classes were conducted online through a common family friend who was based in Canada. My sister also is in Canada. So I completed the Devi Mahatmyam and attended I was a Ritvik in one of the Sahasra Chandis conducted in Canada. So that was my first exposure and learning of, the chanting. And then currently I am also learning Vedanta, that also through an online meeting. Mr. Krishnan Sugovanamji from Chennai, I'm learning Vedanta. And I'm also a student of Bhagavad Gita locally. So that's all. I'm looking forward to learning of more of slokas, etc.
Very nice, very nice. Okay. So you're living with your family in Bengaluru now?
Yeah, in Bengaluru, but my children are settled abroad. Yeah, right now I'm in Bangalore and I'm working in a bank and I've put my papers the third time for ERS. I hope this time I will be relieved of my duties.
Okay, good. So it's nice to be wanted.
Not always.
Welcome, Vinaj.
Yeah, thank you.
Jai Shri Gopalakrishnan.
Namaste everyone. Namaste Jai Kumarji. Suprabhatam. I have been exposed to shlokas from my very childhood. My dad used to do like all these puja vedhanam at home, and I used to sit next to him and watch these. But currently, with my work profile and other things, I have lost the discipline of that. Though my father insists, telling me like I'm not up to the discipline that I was earlier. So now I take this opportunity with Jai Kumarji to bring that discipline in me again. So thank you so much for the opportunity, Jai Kumarji.
Okay. I'm not sure that this course will teach people to be disciplined. It's not a discipline-based course. It's only a shloka course. So whether we are disciplined or not is up to us really. But yeah, sure. If you do spend some time periodically, it may come back to you, and it will come back to you also. So sometimes these online courses are very, they attract you. It makes it sound very easy, right? You don't have to travel and just 1 hour over, and by the time what happens next week comes, oh my God, tomorrow there is class and I'm not practiced anything, I'm not nothing. So online class also just goes up like that. And I'm thinking of ways that this doesn't become like a constant download, right? Download shlokas, and then at the end everybody says, I attended a shloka course, we learned a lot of shlokas, but I don't remember much now. I hope it doesn't become like that. But yeah, I think so. I think Jayashree will try to. We'll pray that we'll become disciplined in the process. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know Jayashree and her husband Sriram from Houston. How many years ago? 2006 or something like that?
Yeah, 2008. I came there. You know him from 2000. Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, Jayashree. Supriya. Can you, if you unmute yourself and if you turn on your video, it might help.
Hi, Hari Om all. I'm Supriya. I've just came to US a few months back. I used to work in IT in Hyderabad. So basically, I'm a housewife right now. On Vedic course, I'm sorry. It's my old son.
Yeah, we can see him also. Nothing wrong. He can.
No, just now my husband took him to make him sleep. It's his bedtime. Yeah. Say hi. Okay.
Hi.
He's just curious of all these things, of what I'm doing always. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, so basically, my father is a basic disciple of Swami Paramatmananda Ji. So we used to follow him in Chennai. I used to live in Chennai for almost 16 years and go to regular classes on him in Chennai. So from my father, I got interested in learning Vedanta, and I'm regularly hearing the courses of Swami Paramatmananda Ji. And based on slokas and stotrams, I regularly pray in the morning. But I would like to know the exact pronunciation and the meaning while doing prayer. So I just wanted to know the correct thing, what I'm doing is right or not. And also I'm interested in learning the new things.
Sure. Good. So I think you have a good background. Paramatmananda Ji.
Yeah, so I'm just going on the Bhagavad Gita classes regularly and on Upanishads every day. So I just take care that at least 1 hour on every topic I used to listen to his classes wherever I am.
Nice. Very, very nice. Yeah.
Thank you.
So something to Swamiji is such a blessing.
Thank you.
So which city are you in, Supriya? Right
now? Right now I'm in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Yeah. Okay. Welcome. And if you're not able to attend a class or something, don't worry. You can always we'll record the classes and keep it so that.
Mostly I'd be able to attend it, but maybe my video and audio would be in mute. That's it. I'll be on call, but my audio and video would be on mute because my son will be just wandering around and it will be disturbing during the classes. So I prefer the video to be off. That's it.
No problem. Thanks, Supriya.
Thank you.
There is Ramesh ji, are you okay now? You are on mute. Yeah. So we are not able to hear you now. Can you speak something? No. So we can't hear you. So we'll maybe by next week, if you can get it set. So somebody I think is calling on phone 408-469-4682. So okay. All right. So I didn't mean to scare that person. All right. So we have about 34, 35 registrations. So we can see about 12 or 13 of us here today. So I really want to wait until next class to give the formal introduction to this course. But basically what I want to teach is, when I grew up, I learned, my grandmother taught me some shlokas which are to be chanted. Like when you get up, when you open your eyes, you must chant this. This is what I was told. So ever since that time, when I was probably, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 years old, I can't remember that. I still chant that shloka every morning when I get up. So like this, there are some beautiful shlokas that we can chant during various occasions in a day. That is one type. And I'll explain more later. Then the other type of, then there are shlokas for various devatas, we know that. So Hanuman, etc. And I want to teach some of those type of shlokas. Then we have longer shlokas, which is what we call stotra. So stotra generally is used for something which is longer than just one couplet, one verse, longer than one verse. So a stotra is that which has many shlokas in it. So I'm sure Vallabh may know Mahalakshmi Ashtakam or something like that. Rima Vallabh. So all these Ashtakas, Panchakams. So there are then Saraswati Stotram.
Right now,
yeah, Vallabh, go ahead.
I just know the names. I've not learned that.
Okay. Good.
Like I've not learned what you have told right now, but then I am learning more normal ones, not stotrams yet. But Sahasranamam sounds like Vishnu Sahasranamam, Lalita Sahasranamam. I keep getting involved. Whenever my grandmother puts, I'll sit beside him and listen.
Correct. Very good. Very good. So unmuting yourself, Vallabh. Okay. So there are these longer stotras. Longer, not like Vishnu Sahasranamam, because Vishnu Sahasranamam is, the 108 names, 1000 names, and which has some 100 plus verses, 100 or 200 verses. I don't know how many verses there are. So that we won't learn in this course. But clearly some of you know to chant Vishnu Sahasranamam, which is very common in the southern part of India. I don't know about the north. Ashutosh, anybody who have you heard of Vishnu Sahasranamam and all in the north?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so is that regularly chanted also?
No.
Not by you, but in general, I mean.
In general, no.
Yeah.
Not really.
So,
I don't know. Others have a different opinion, but no, not me.
Jaykumarji, I'm from Ahmedabad, so Gujarat and Maharashtra. So this thing, I don't think it is known that there is Vishnu Sahasranam, and we used to say couple of them for before evening aarti, but nobody really speaking chants Vishnu Sahasranam, just the way they do in southern part of India.
Okay. Yeah, so that's what I suspected. So that is one thing I wanted to teach is some short slokas, short stotras, like Aditya Hridayam is another thing which has been in my mind. And then we can learn things like Ganesha Pancharatnam and so forth. So I'll give you more details next week. And then also learned some Vedanta related stotras. So we have some basic things like Guru Stotram. Akhanda Mandalakaram, some of you may know. And then there is Pratasmarana Stotram, which is about three shlokas only, but very powerful meaning. Totakashtakam, Dakshinamurti Stotram. Like this, there are many stotras. Shankaracharya ji has written many of them. Upadesha Saram, written by Ramana Maharshi. Like this, there are many. So when we start chanting like this, there is no end to it, because it's an ocean of stotras out there. So I will choose a few and then get you all started, so you gain the confidence to learn more things later also after the course is over. And then it was in my mind to teach puja vidhi. Puja is a very important karma. It's a very important karma that we all should do, and probably many of you already do. And it's a way to connect with Ishvara. Very important kayikam karma. It's called kayikam karma. I'll explain more later. 3 types of karma are there. And this is kayikam karma. Means a karma that is done with our limbs, with our body. With our body. So kayikam karma is very important. A basic step. Really, it's basic before we come to dhyanam and so forth. Meditation, they say, right? So in order to do all that, we have to practice this puja and stuti, stotras, bhajanam. All these things are basic. So that's why we can call this as a basic course on connecting with Ishvara, connecting with Bhagavan. So there are some additional benefits from something like this. First thing, already some of you have told, which is pronunciation. So many people, even in southern part of India, they are very good at chanting so many shlokas. Because they lived in this. In Tamil Nadu, especially if you live, you generally learn a lot just by living here. And similarly, Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, etc. But the pronunciation of the Sanskrit shlokas is poor, to say it simply. And because they have not learnt the language, and they learn the shlokas without learning the language, and so clarity is not there. So too many mistakes. So if you're in that category, then you will benefit from that. And this course will also make you ready for first of all, it will create a love for Sanskrit, and it will help you learn bigger texts. Vishnu Sahasranam was already mentioned. But Vedanta texts like Bhagavad Gita, which has so many verses, 700 plus 800 verses. And so that love for that will, with our prayers, that will also get generated from this course. So that's a general introduction. And Puja Vidhanam, there are a couple of ways of doing it. So depending on how each of you is situated, I will make an assessment. And then based on that, teach you the right, there's this very simple way of doing puja, and then there is a very elaborate way of doing puja. So I will teach you something that's in the simple category, so that immediately you can practice that every day with your family members. You can do it. It takes only 5 minutes or less to do that. So that's my plan. And what we will do is next week when we meet, we will I'll give you a little more introduction, little more insight into this course. And so what we should probably do now is we will Mohini ji, you haven't introduced yourself. We will get that introduction, and then we'll conclude with a shloka.
My name is Mohini. I live in Columbus, Ohio.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. What else do you want to know?
Yeah. So your background with shlokas and things like that, and pujas at home and so forth.
I've been learning Sanskrit with Jai Kumarji, Sanskrit grammar classes and Veda Parayana classes. And then we also attend Vedanta classes here in Columbus, Ohio. And I'm a student trying to learn shlokas, and I'm here.
Sure. Yeah, the Sanskrit class hopefully is not just grammar. It's also application of grammar, talking and writing and things like that.
Yes. Conversational Sanskrit, basically.
Yeah. Good. So let's do that. Let's practice. See, the online system is a little unique, and it's very useful, and it is also challenging. So if all of us were sitting in one room, it's so easy. We'll start, I can say something, all of you can repeat. But that won't work in this system. I think some of you already know that. So everybody can chant at the same time, but only the system allows me to hear only one person. The system allows me to hear, or allows us to hear only one person. So the way to do it is to mute everybody except one, and then learn. That's how we've been practicing Veda Parayana, which has been working reasonably well, actually. It was my first experience teaching something like this. So we can practice that here. So let's learn Shuklaambaradharam. Our first prayer is always to Ganesha. Our favorite god, everybody's favorite Ishvara is Ganesha. Devata is Ganesha. So why not start with a prayer to Ganesha? And many of you know this very well. So Shuklaambaradharam Vishnu. Is there anybody in the class who does not know the shloka Shuklaambaradharam Vishnu, Shashivarna? Okay. So everybody knows it, which is good. So let's try this. Maybe if Shruti can unmute herself, and we can practice this. There are 2 or 3 ways of doing it, but let's see how this one works. So I will see some of the complicated ones. Sometimes I repeat 2 times, but I'm going to try it now that you're all. It appears that all of you are familiar with the Sanskrit language because of the way you chanted and things like that. You did not know the language, but you've chanted and you've heard and things like that. And some of you, Shruti is living in Gurgaon is Delhi, right? Gurugram?
Right. And
Right.
border of Delhi.
Border of Delhi. So has the name changed to Gurugram?
Yes, it's Gurugram. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Very, very interesting. Yeah, nice. Yeah. So the Hindi language is also there. So Hindi also poses a challenge. Those whose mother tongue is Hindi, they are not able to pronounce Sanskrit properly. That is a very ironical challenge we have. And so for various reasons, northern part of India, they are unable to pronounce for a different reason. So they will say Ram. And in Tamil Nadu, they will say Rama. So, but Sanskrit is in between. It's neither Rama nor Ram. It's Rama. So it's all fun. So we will learn all of that in this course. So periodically we have to keep correcting Ashutosh and others in our chanting class. And so let's do this. Okay. So Shruti, if you can repeat once what I will chant,
Okay.
And everybody can mute themselves and repeat also. So this one we are going to chant is prayer to Ganesha, Vinayaka, Ganapati. Shuklaambaradharam.
Shuklaambaradharam.
Okay, good. So you can repeat 2 times. Shuklaambaradharam.
Shuklaambaradharam. Shuklaambaradharam.
Vishnum.
Vishnum. Vishnum.
Shashivarnam.
Shashivarnam. Shashivarnam.
Chaturbhujam.
Chaturbhujam. Chaturbhujam.
Prasannavadanam.
Prasannavadanam. Prasannavadanam.
Dhyayet.
Dhyayet. Dhyayet.
Sarva Vigna.
Sarva Vigna. Sarva Vigna.
Upashantaye.
Upashantaye. Upashantaye.
Okay. So pronunciation. So Shuklaambaradharam. So is there anybody who does not know Devanagari in this class? Means does not know Sanskrit script. Okay. So there is a message here. Okay. Good. So everybody knows that's a big advantage because then you are familiar with Alpa Prana, Mahaprana. Ka, kha, ga, gha is there. So Shuklaambaradharam. So everything is Alpa Prana except Dhakara. Ambaradharam. Correct? Ambaradharam. So when we pronounce it, it may appear as Shuklaambaradharam. Dharam. The, th, the, dha. So here it is that the, th, the, dha. As in dharti, dha. Dharani, dha. Okay. So Shuklaambaradharam. So let's see. Jayashri, can you repeat Shuklaambaradharam?
Shuklaambaradharam. Shuklaambaradharam.
Correct. So possibilities here will be that Ambara, the Bakara of Ambara can become Mahaprana by mistake, or the Dhakara of Dharam can become Alpa Prana. You understand what I'm saying? So those are possibilities. Shuklaambaradharam. So that's where you do Mahaprana. Okay. The other area is Chaturbhujam. Chaturbhujam. So there also the Bhakara is Mahaprana. Mahaprana. So when we chant, we can pay a little attention to that. So Asutosh, can you repeat Chaturbhujam?
Chaturbhujam.
Once again? Okay. Chaturbhujam. Dhyayet. Dhyayet also there is a Mahaprana. So just to remind everybody, Alpa Prana, Mahaprana, 2 words I used. So some of you may not know what it is. So in ka, kha, ga, gha, nga. So ka, kha. What is the difference between ka and kha? If somebody asks. Then the difference is ka is Alpa Prana. First ka is Alpa Prana. And kha, the second one is Mahaprana. Correct? Because in English they say unaspirated and aspirated. I like that word. Unaspirated and aspirated. Ka. Simple ka, ka. So there is more. The lungs are being exercised even more. There is a ka, ka. So you can see the breath coming out when you say ka. So alpa prana, maha prana. Same thing. Ga, gha. Ga, gha. Alpa prana, maha prana. Then nga is alpa prana. So just for your familiarity. Likewise, in all those consonants, cha, cha, ja, ja, nya, ta, tha, da, dha, na. So you will have alpa prana, maha prana, alpa prana, maha prana, alpa prana. That is the order it goes. So dhyayet sarva vigna upashantaye. So Vallabh, sarva vignopashantaye. Can you say?
Sarva vigna upashantaye.
Okay. Good, good. So we are having difficulty hearing your audio. Maybe it could be the internet related. I'm not sure. But good. That's nice. Okay. So Anjani ji, sarva vignopashantaye.
Sarva vignopashantaye. Sarva vignopashantaye.
Once again.
Sarva vignopashantaye.
Good. That is good. So we will, as we learn these shlokas, I will pay attention to all this and will remind you, and we will get our pronunciation correct. So Shuklaambaradharam, this particular shloka is popularly chanted when they begin chanting Vishnu Sahasranam. And so that is one place where it comes very popularly. But it is basically a stotra, shloka for Ganesha. So here it says Shuklaambaradharam. So here it says Dhyayet. Dhyayet. May I or may we think about, may we meditate. In any shloka, the key is to find out where is the verb. So we may not, if you don't know Sanskrit, it will be difficult. But the verb here is dhyayet. Because prayer, there is some action in a prayer. So dhyayet, may we meditate on. Okay, may we meditate upon. So may we meditate upon, when we say meditate upon whom? Next question, right? We should automatically arise. Meditate upon whom? So here the main is so Vigneshwara, Ganapati. So you don't find the word Ganapati here. You don't find the word Vinayaka here. You don't find the word Ganesha here. So Vigneshwara, Sarva Vigna Upashantaye. All the other words mentioned here are attributes to this Ganesha. So we have to pick one word which is the main word. So generally they will say Vigneshwara, because the Ganesha who removes all obstacles. Literal meaning of Vigneshwara is what? Vignanam Ishvara. The Lord, the Ishvara of all obstacles. Means what? Means he gives obstacles also, right? Because see, here is a simple thing. So the father told the son, hey, he is the remover of all obstacles. Then the son immediately asked, then father, who is giving obstacles? If he is the remover, then somebody is giving obstacles, because I am getting all kinds of problems. I couldn't memorize, I couldn't remember the formulas when I wrote the exam. Who created that problem? So this question arises. So obstacles. So we say the Lord of all obstacles. Vignanam Nataha. Vignanam Natha, Vignanatha. So so-called obstacles come and go. So Ganesha is revered as somebody who removes obstacles. So somebody causes a problem, then you call somebody else, right? So problem arises, plumbing problem, then you call the plumber. So electrical problem, tube light has to be fixed and has to be changed, you call somebody else. So like that we call Ganesha. Whenever there is a problem, we call Ganesha. So he is so he is Vigneshwara and Vigneshwaram Dhyayet. That Vigneshwara, that Ganesha, who is Vigneshwara, we meditate upon that. And then the shloka describes all qualities of Ganesha. Every other word, Shuklaambaradharam, Vishnum, Shashivarnam, Chaturbhujam, Prasannavadanam, everything is a we can say an adjective of Ganesha. Shuklaambaradharam. जो शुक्ल अंबर धरता है वो शुक्लांबरधर है. Hindi mein, if I have to say, that is how it will be translated, right? One who wears a white garment. One who wears a white garment. That is Shuklaambaradharam. It's a bright garment. White can also be, Shukla can be white, it can be bright also. Any color but bright. Bright because you can't miss him. You can't miss him. That's why bright. Shuklaambaradharam. Vishnu. How come this word Vishnu came here? Yeah, I thought Vishnu is somewhere else in Vaikuntha, and Ganesha is Shiva's son. Shiva lives in Kailas. And what is the connection between Ganesha and Vishnu? What is this? I'm so confused here, right? So no need to be confused. Vishnu, the literal meaning of the word Vishnu is Sarva Vyapi. Sarva Vyapi. One who is all pervasive. So Ganesha is all pervasive. Because Ishvara is all pervasive. So any Devata is all pervasive. So Ganesha is Vishnu. In this verse, Ganesha is referred to as the all pervasive Vishnu. Then what? Shashivarnam. Shashivarnam. So complexion. So he has a complexion also. All of us have a complexion, and Ganesha also has a complexion. And it's a praise, remember. Every shloka is a praise. So you are like the moon. Shashi is moon. So like your complexion is like that of the moon. So we all love to see the moon, and moon attracts us. So Shashivarnam. Moon always creates joy, creates awe in us, and you can look at the moon. And so Shashivarnam. And then what? Chaturbhujam. Chaturbhujam. Very simple. Bhuja. The bhuja is an arm. Sometimes they will say shoulder is khanda. Bhuja will be arm. So below the shoulder. So he has 4 hands, we can say. We can interpret this as 4 hands. And if you look at any murti of Ganesha, often he will have 4 hands. So let's see if I can share something. Can I see my screen?
Yes, Ji.
So here's Ganesha with 4 hands. So looks like he has a weapon, khadga in one hand, and then in the left hand, one of the left hands, he has a lotus. Lotus symbolizes purity. Khadga implies power. And then so here this hand, one of the other hands here, right hand, here it says Om here. So a blessing, a hand that blesses. Tathastu, we've heard this in our stories. Tathastu, the devotee asked God for something, and Shiva said, Tathastu, means so be it. May your prayers be answered. That is Tathastu. And then here is Modaka in the left hand. Modaka. So Modaka, typically everybody is supposed to like Modaka. That's the message there. And so because all of us like it, he has that there. That is the fruit. That is the phalam. That is the result of my prayer. Is I get Modaka. I get something that I desire. And Modaka is another interpretation also. Modaka is white. Outside white. Inside it is sweet. So outside it is flour. Inside it is sweet. So externally something appears to be bland, appears to be not so attractive, but once you have it, then it becomes sweet. So sometimes they say that life also is like that things may appear to be difficult or not attractive or unpleasant, but finally everything ends with joy. That's what they say. Or they say the Atma is pure. The Atma is Ananda Swarupa. The Atma that is inside is Ananda Swarupa. So like the Modaka, the Swarupa of the Modaka is Ananda. Anand dene wala hai. Ananda dayaka. Correct? So Modaka represents that also. So Chaturbhujam, we were talking about Chaturbhujam. And then Prasanna Vadanam. Vadanam means face. Prasanna Vadanam. One with a pleasant face. A happy countenance, happy disposition. So that's good, because if Ishvara himself is sad, then it doesn't make sense. So our gods are all happy gods. And so when we look at them, just looking at them is enough. And our face also brightens up. Prasanna Vadanam, Ganesha. And then Sarva Vigna Upashantaye. Vigna. Vigna in Sanskrit means obstacle. Anything that comes in the way, comes in between me and what I am seeking, is an obstacle. Correct? That is Vigna. Anything between me and my goal, anything between me and what I want, is a Vigna. Whatever it is, it can be a thing, it can be people, it can be situations, it can be anything. Called a Vigna. So Sarva Vigna, all obstacles. Upashantaye. Shanti. See, the word Shanti has come here. Shanti, Shamanam. Shamanam means neutralization or removal. You can say removal. Removal of these so many obstacles that I face every day. I seem to face. So, O Ganesha, I pray to you so that you may remove all these obstacles in my life. So the full meaning of this will look something like this. May one meditate upon Ganesha, who is Vigneshwara, who wears a white garment, who is all-pervasive, Vishnu, and Shashivarnam, who has a bright complexion or the complexion of a full moon, and who has 4 hands, 4 arms, Chaturbhujam, and who has a pleasant disposition, who has a smiling face, Prasanna Vadanam, and for the removal of obstacles, for the removal of all obstacles, Sarva Vignopashanti. May I meditate Vigneshwara for the removal of all obstacles. That is what the shloka is. So let's do this before we conclude. I will chant it once, and then one of you can repeat one of you who knows especially can repeat it. Shuklaambaradharam Vishnum Shashivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadanam Dhyayet Sarva Vignopashantaye. Okay. So Mohini ji, can you chant that?
Shuklaambaradharam Vishnum Shashivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadanam Dhyayet Sarva Vignopashantaye.
Good. And Bhunesh?
Shuklaambaradharam Vishnum Shashivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadanam Dhyayet Sarva Vignopashantaye.
Supriya?
Shuklaambaradharam Vishnum Shashivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadanam Dhyayet Sarva Vignopashantaye.
Good, good. Ashutosh?
Shuklaambaradharam Vishnum Shashivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadanam Dhyayet Sarva Vignopashantaye.
Sarva Vignopashantaye.
Oh yeah, sorry. Sarva Vignopashantaye.
Once again.
Sarva Vignopashantaye.
Good, good. Okay. So we will pause there and so we may have to talk a little bit about the logistics, and in the sense if there are any questions about joining the class, etc., we can talk about that. So what we can do is we will finish the class and then we will talk about that with a prayer. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramayah Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschit Dukkha Bhag Bhavet Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityor Ma Amritangamaya. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. So you can stop the recording, Ashutosh.